Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode. Today is a fan favorite, fan being me, the Liberator Carbine. I adore this weapon. I've always been a supporter. It's affectionately called the Small Wart by some. Others just call it the Liberator Carbine, like myself. I love this weapon. I could talk about it forever. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so let's get it out of the way right now. It is a light pen weapon, and it fires fast, so you gotta be ready to tap fire. But if you can't tap fire in the year of our Lord 2026, I don't know, Chief. Maybe that's a problem on your end. Now, I will give it credit. Chaff, erased. Devastator heads, erased. Frankly, light pen shortcomings, I would argue, are overcome by this weapon because of the insane fire rate. Like, I know Strider legs can be a little resistant, but with this thing, you fire so fast, it doesn't even feel like they're a problem. You'll see it just makes easy work of everything I come across so far. Now, I brought the autocannon, which I don't usually bring a lot, but I think this complements the autocannon quite well. This and 3 turrets should be more than enough to solo a bot mission, regardless of the city or standard maps. I've also paired it with the standard armor for the extra padding. I think that's a little... If you're running the Liberator Carbine, it can be a bit hectic at times, because some people, I think, most certainly prefer being close, like me, like I tend to, so I try to wear armor that, you know, complements that playstyle. This is a very aggressive weapon. So let's just get the obvious shortcomings out of the way. Light pen. Some would argue that's not really a shortcoming. I tend to find myself using light pen weapons more and more, because I find aiming enjoyable. Shout out to that bot, by the way, for aura farming me for 0.2 seconds. So I think with this weapon, you know, obviously it has its problems when things start getting a bit hectic, because when you have a 900 RPM, you go through ammo fast. That all being said, though, since bots have a suppression mechanic for them, this is one of the best weapons against them, because you can instantly max out the suppression. I don't know if it's a bar, I'm just saying max out assuming, because this game feels like it's all run by spreadsheets sometimes, so I feel like there's probably a suppression bar. Either way, 900 RPM is blisteringly fast. Now, I don't have footage of it here, I just didn't happen to come across enough of them without Force of Habit taking over for thermites. But if you can get behind a Hulk with this thing, you can destroy it immediately fast. I'm sure everybody knows that you can hit the heating vents on the back. And this weapon being so fast, you can take care of them immediately. So this is actually kind of a Hulk killer too. If you haven't tried this weapon, I think it's honestly worth it. I know there's times I shit on the Viper Commando's Warbond, and I say it's only good for experimental infusion. If you max out the Liberator Carbine, this becomes, for me, it's a top 10 primary. I love this thing. I was actually bummed out when I maxed it out and I had to move on to the next weapons to use. I also just wanted to run it here against the Incineration Core, because someone had recently said in one of the videos, well, your light pen weapons, they're immediately under duress when fighting the Elder Incineration Core. And, look, I'm gonna say it right now, guys, okay, the Incineration Core, like, yeah, they're probably one of the harder sub-factions in the game, but, like, they're not that hard to fight. I can't help that the average Helldiver's not that good at the game. Like, that's not my fault. If you ask any, like, veteran bot diver, they'll just give you a good loadout to fight the Incineration Core. Like, I'm not even wearing fire-resistant armor and everything's going okay. Mini rant over. But for real, though, like I've said, this thing pairs incredibly well with turrets. You can suppress the boss to the point they can't really do much. So, you remember the pacifier video? I talked about the turret loadout. I also got a lot of people in the comments talking about the, you know, turret support. That's where this thing, it just does good doing that. And this weapon does the same thing, just in a different way. This way you're suppressing the bots, which also works. Alright, here we are in the squid front. I adore the Liberator Carbine here. I think this might be, which is shocking because I usually don't say this, but I think, no, I'm kidding, I say this a lot. This thing is amazing here. I think this is the best front for it. I really do. I think, like, this is the perfect medium, because it does good against overseers. It decimates flesh mobs, etc., etc. You know the deal. You know the score by now if you know this weapon. I love it. I know some people say, oh, you should run the reflex sights and all. Or people say, like, you don't need a scope for the illuminate or anything. I like having the 4x scope. I don't know. It just helps me aim better. It's just always been my go-to scope. I've also become a bit of an ergo snob. I used to just run the vertical foregrips and all. That all being said, if you're not a scope guy and you're out to just throw rounds down range, this thing with the grip is... like, I mean, you know, the standard foregrip is crazy. It has, like, no recoil. It's amazing. And the best part about this weapon, it already comes with the drum mag. So, just, as you can see, Voteless, absolutely shredded. Voteless status, shredded. Truth, enforced. So, again, as you can see, this thing, unbelievable. Watcher wants to call things in, denied. Voteless want to kill me, denied. Flesh mob status, mogged. This thing shreds on the squid front. If you are bored of the repetitive same old, please give this thing a try if you never took it out. You will not regret it. It is so fun. Everyone's always talking about the Stalwart being the best primary. If you'd like to have your Stalwart fix and have a support weapon, this is your go-to right here. Alright, let's talk bug front. Again, great here. Look, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm getting so sick of playing the bug missions. I can't take it anymore. It's getting so boring. Like, I'm so spoiled because, like, I'll do my bot segment, then I'll jump to a squid mission or two, then I'll do the bugs, and it's like... every bug mission just feels the same. Bug divers, how do you do it? I don't understand. Like, when I started the game, I was a bug diver. But I just can't do it anymore. Like, I'm spoiled by the bots. I've become such a bot enjoyer. That all being said, this thing, of course, shreds here, baby, because it's practically the Stalwart. So you complement that, you got yourself a loadout. So, you'll notice I don't have explosives or anything. I decided to go with a Stalwart machine gun combo, because I haven't done that in a long time. I'm a big heavy weapons guy, Mom, you know what I'm saying? We love our machine guns. We love our truth enforcement. That being said, by the way, can I just say how drippy truth enforcers are? Just saying. But, as you can see, this thing does fine. It does struggle, obviously, when there's someone medium. Alright, let's just say right now, bot front, 7 out of 10? Squid front, 10 out of 10 for me, obviously. Bug front, depending on the seed, if it's like a hunter seed, 10 out of 10. When there's not a lot of spewers or anything around, this thing shreds. When it has like the armored bile spewers, it struggles. You just need to have a support weapon to deal with it, or have grenades or something. Other than that, it does just fine, killing everything else. This is like the chaff eraser, okay? So, 7.5 out of 10, maybe 8. It's good. Give it a try if you haven't used it. Alright, that's my review for the Liberator Carbine. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me your thoughts on the weapon as well, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Objective critical stratagem available.